Alrighty, hello, guys. Welcome back. I've done some small things. So I realized that. So I'm using an Xbox controller, and on most games I have to invert Xbox's normal controls because, like with Nintendo games, the A button is confirmed, but the A button is on the right. Whereas on Xbox, the A button is confirmed, but the A button is on the bottom. So when I'm emulating 3DS games, I kind of have to flip my brain to make it so the B button on the Xbox controller is actually the A button when I play a Nintendo game. But the mod I added, I didn't realize until I started playing it, but it adds proper Xbox controller support. So now I just made my Xbox controls like default, and so I can actually use it as an Xbox controller. Now, there are some small things we're going to do because I said we were going to do some more side quest stuff. What I realized is there's actually, since we can talk to animals now, with that weird mask we got from the whatchamacallit, that skull cave we went to. That means we can talk to any animal, not just dogs, like Leticia dog, but we can talk to frogs and stuff. And, yeah, I'm just gonna do this to get there. Is it? Oh. But I realized when going through the video, there were some times where I would say something, like I would start a thought and not finish it. And that's just kind of how my brain works. I'm always getting sidetracked. So one thought, like one thing, I started this topic but never finished it because I was trying to finish other topics. Like I keep cutting myself off whenever I do these videos. I mentioned that I really love the word sweetheart. One of the reasons I love the word is, to me, I don't really see sweetheart just as a pet name for like people you're in love with. And that kind of came from, I was reading Hunger Games. I'm trying to see if I have the book on my shelf for when I'm about to reference. But there's a book where it is from the perspective of Haymitch, the I don't want to say Hunger Games coach. They have a specific title. But basically he's like a coach-like figure for the Hunger Games. He's the one that looks after Katniss, Everdeen, and stuff, and makes sure that tries to help her win, which he does. Spoiler alert! Whoa, spoiler alert for a very old movie. But in the Haymitch book, he has a girlfriend that he loves with all his heart. I forgot her name. And then there's this other girl who was younger than I believe he's like 16 in the book, and there's this girl who's 13. But he's always kind of seen her as like a sister figure, in a sense. And so he's like, oh no, she's my sweetheart. Like my girlfriend will always be the love of my life, but this girl, she's my sweetheart. And it's because he feels like this strong, like familial love to this woman that's younger than him by 3 years, that he feels like he has to protect her, and so he tries to protect her in the best he can. And I found it really wholesome, like this idea that, you know, sweetheart isn't just... Can I talk to this frog? Maybe there's a specific frog mask. I think there's a specific frog mask, so some animals this mask doesn't work on. Which makes sense, I thought it was something like that. But yeah, Haymitch has this girl, and he calls her a sweetheart. And I love that, because, I've mentioned before I owned a second-hand furniture shop, and one of the workers there, I guess I can say his name because you guys aren't gonna find him. Unless you guys end up coming to the furniture shop, which would be good business. But I'm not gonna say where it is. But if you find it, it's gonna scare... it's gonna scare Albert that some random person knows who he is. But, one of the things with the furniture shop is the guy who works at Albert, he's a sweetheart. He's one of... he's not the sweetheart I'm talking about. There's another sweetheart there, which is... What is happening? Okay, we're gonna help her, because there's something she's doing, which is interesting. But, so like mentioned why I'm talking about sweethearts is, so this guy Albert, he's really sweet. He got out of prison, or jail recently, and he's on parole, but he didn't do anything bad. He didn't like murder a guy or anything. So he was like, I really need a job. And my mom was like, okay, you know, you can work for us. You've worked. He's helped my mom in the past with my mom's other business ventures. And so my mom was like, look, Albert, just come work with us. But his daughter was visiting from Melbourne. And the thing is, his daughter, he hasn't seen her in years because of prison and other stuff. Trying to cut this grass and he's in the way. And so he was like, Sue, please, can I bring my daughter into work? And we were like, sure. And his daughter, she's not neurotypical. I don't know if it's autism or something else that she has. But she's 30 years old, but she has a very childish personality. And I don't say this in a negative. It's actually really beautiful because it's like okay, that makes sense. But if you bring a pictograph of the guide's son, he'll give you something nice. Okay, cool. So that's one side quest we can do. I have something to say about that side quest, but I'm trying to finish the story first. He brings his daughter in, and I love how she acts kind of like a kid still. Because in a sense, it's like she still has her inner child. And she's so sweet. Whenever we give her something like as a gift, she's like, oh, it's my favorite. Like, this thing is my favorite. And she says that about everything. Like, I was watching anime and she's like, oh, that shit's my favorite. We had like bread come in and she's like, oh, this bread's my favorite. She's like so positive and bubbly. And she's also a little sassy. So whenever me and Albert would be moving furniture, what do you have to say? Following you. I don't think I need to follow him because I know the way. But what's in here? But anytime we would be moving furniture, she'd be like, careful daddy, and it always made me think about those SpongeBob memes where Patrick's like, careful SpongeBob, careful SpongeBob, careful SpongeBob. And so it always made me laugh. And so now it's like kind of an inside joke. Whenever we're moving something, my mom would be like, careful daddy, just to remember her. And she's so sweet and she's really kind, she's loving. We've had her over for dinner multiple times. And she's genuinely a nice, just a sweet person, but she's not in the shop anymore because she had to go back to Melbourne. And I miss her so much because she really was the shop's sweetheart. Like, she had this nice, bright and bubbly energy that everyone who talked to her just loved her. And so, I don't know, that's why I love the term sweetheart. Not as someone that, it doesn't have to be someone you're romantically in love with, just someone that brings heart and love to your life. That's a sweetheart too. Tee-hee-hee. Did you need something from me? Have you seen an old hag named Komi who looks just like me? She hasn't come back from picking mushrooms. Okay. So she's trying to find her. What we can do. Is this guy gonna be in the way? Okay, I think he is. But yeah, so I really love the term sweetheart because I think it's I don't know, I like using the term to just denote a person who is just like the heart and soul of the place more than just a romantic person. I find that more cute. Can I do anything here? Okay. So if you remember, she did say that her sister is looking for mushrooms. And this mask that we're wearing helps us sniff things out. So I want to help her find mushrooms out. Wait, what happened to you? We helped you the other day. Oh, okay. Okay, so it seems like she gets hurt. I thought she would only remain hurt if we reset the day. We haven't reset the day, but I guess that just happens. Maybe it's a glitch because the game didn't expect me to come back so soon. But we'll heal her up because we do want to do this side quest where we help her pick mushrooms. So after she gets healed, we can like genuinely help her. Okay. So do we tell her that her sister got hurt again? I really hope this quest isn't bugged because I want to do this quest quickly. Oh my god, I forgot to put my timer. Chat, this is gonna be another longer episode. Wait, let's see. What's the timer at? We're only at 13 minutes, so... Okay, let's see. 35 minus 13. So we'll do a 22-minute timer. Wow, nothing too interesting has happened so far, chat. But you're getting to hear my delightful commentary. I think that's enough. Okay. Let's help these witches. See, the monkey, you're supposed to follow the monkey, but you can actually just listen to him. Okay. Okay. So before she didn't... Okay, that's a small difference. Before, she wasn't looking for her off the rip. She was just in her shop and she was like, what happened to my sister? Okay. Oh yeah, let me put my second screen up. Because I need that. Alright. It's gonna help her out one last time. Get some mushrooms and take a photograph of the dude's son. I don't know how we get the mushrooms. Oh, okay. You got a magic mushroom. Oh, dude, magic mushroom? Let's go. Guys, actually wait, I can't make a joke about this. I gotta be mature. Plus, I can't let Link have, like, mushrooms, because, like, he's a child, and that's illegal. And it's Ramadan, and drugs are also haram, and it's haram to do things that are illegal, like give drugs to children. So that's, like, a double haram. And it's Ramadan! So, that's a no-go. Speaks of heck, I could brew a more invigorating potion. Well, look what I have for you. Ta-da! What a son! Oh, you did a great job finding this one. Just haven't been able to get my hands on any of them, and that put me in a real pinch. Well, I can use this to make something. Come back later. I don't know what he's gonna make. But, let's see. Okay, now she'll buy mushrooms. I almost forgot my blue potion. I almost forgot my blue potion is ready. Since you gave me a mushroom, I'll give you some for free. Oh, okay, so now... Okay, that's cool. I'll have to pay for it, and we can't tell her says that she gave us freebie. So now we have a potion that will heal, health and magic at the same time, which is nice. Usually you have one or the other. That's cool. I'm just gonna take this outside and accidentally drink it. There's not too many side quests in this area, I don't think. But any that we can do right now. So we might go back to the town and see if there's any gossip, and we'll see what other things we can do. But we're definitely gonna get a picture of the guide's son and show it to him. Because apparently he'll give us something nice. And we can also check out some of the gossip stones that we've seen along our way that we haven't been able to talk to. But yeah. Oh, I see. Okay, we'll do the Deku Shrub side quest as well, so we can get that heart. Wait, I never activated this? That's so funny. Wait, so you're telling me the guy told me like, oh, you can fly to any statue you can activate, and I just walked past the statue I could activate to fly here? Okay, where's the sun? Hey, dude. I'm gonna take a picture of you. Yeah, this is the guy's, the boat guy's son. Fun fact. Dun. Oh my god. That's a wolf force. Lure it in and watch its movements. It doesn't like its tail being touched. Oh, you don't like your tail being touched. Bam! Bam! Oh my god, he's smart. How? Oh, so when it flushes its tail like that, you gotta be on it. Okay, let's look in. Okay, cool. Where'd you go? Damn. Yeah, you're not a fairy, dude. Oh, you are a fairy. Let's see. How do I snap? Keep this picture? Hell yeah! It's a good picture, man. And now, let's see, how many heart containers do we have? Oh, we have 0 pieces of heart container. That's a shame. Let's get in the house and give this guy a photo. If you happen to come here to show me a photograph, I hate to say it, but the contest has ended. By G, the boat crew is starting up a new part attractor. Go to the window. Oh, what? Okay. Okay, we'll have to come back after a reset then. That's lame. What else can we... What other side quests are there in this? Oh, I don't think there's any. Now I think about it. Let's see. Oh, man. Okay, well... Let's, Is it RXA? RXA? Yes, it is! We're gonna go to the clock town, and we're gonna get a deed to that other shrub place, because I do want to get that heart container. And, oh, I want to start the Cafe quest so badly, but that's like low-key the best side quest in the game. And I think you have to have one of the last areas in the game unlocked to do it, so... I mean, and I don't want to start it half, like half done or whatever. Let's see. Where's the Bomberman's thing? 43512. Okay. I want one too. Oh, people always comment on your mask. 4, 3, 1, 5, 2. What? Okay. Sorry, I'm dumb. What is it? 43512. 43512. 43512. 3512. Okay. Get out of my way, kid. And now, it's quite cool that we can just run here as Adult Link. It's not really used to doing that. Pow. Pow. Ow. Dude, I have a friend coming over today. That's awesome. One of my best friends. Doesn't matter if I say her name. Maybe I'll just say her nickname. Actually, if I say her nickname, you're gonna know who it is. One of my best friends. They don't even have a username. Actually, you know what? They use cat as their username on socials and stuff, and on video game. So I'm sure they don't care. My friend Kat, she's my best friend, and she's coming over to visit today, so I'm very excited about that. I haven't seen her in a while because she's working, I'm working now, uni's gonna start up, so it's gonna be even more impossible for us to see us. We go to the same uni, but we can't go to the same campus this term. Why Link's knees doing that? That looks painful. Yeah. So we're not gonna be able to see each other as often as we used to, so I'm very excited that she's coming over now. We're going to watch the Hazbin Hotel Season 1 because we haven't watched it yet. I only started watching I was putting Hazbin off because I really liked the pilot. But then when I watched Hell of a Boss, I quite enjoyed Hell of a Boss. But something about it, I was like, it's like a 7 out of 10 show for me, and that made me like was like worried about watching Husband Hotels because like same teams pretty much making the shows or similar, and also because I just saw so many people saying that like Husband sucks online and stuff, especially when people talk about Angel Dust, which is like which is fair. I feel like whether you like or hate how Angel Dust represents sexual assault and sex work, there's very valid reasons for you to be like, this is awful representation of this issue. But there's also reasons why some people who have been through what Angel Dust has been through are like, oh, I actually think this is good to chat. My main gripe, and I won't talk too much about this because this is a big tangent, and also as a male who hasn't been assaulted or been in sex work, I feel like I can't say too much on the situation because it would be very uneducated and just like it just wouldn't be genuine for me to talk about such a heavy topic without knowing enough about it. But my only gripe with it is there's this other dude, I forgot his name. He's low-key one of my favorites in the show, if not my favorite character. But there's this like owl guy that Angel Dust floats with, and a lot of people ship them together. He's the bartender. Okay, I couldn't even carry all of those. That's nice. And the bartender and Angel Dust, like, I love the song Loser Baby because I like the idea that he became closer to Angel Dust because he knew Angel was always putting up a mask, and he just wanted to see Angel Dust be themselves and drop the mask. Stop pretending you're okay when you're not. Just admit that you're a loser, like everyone else at this hotel. And I really like that. My only gripe with all of that is with the song Loser Baby. He talks about how like Angel's a loser just like him, but with Angel's problems, like Angel sold their soul to a pimp, so they basically like it's a very clear connection between that and actual like prostitution. But with the bear character, he's saying that, oh, I'm just like you. All we know is that he sold his soul to the radio demon, but we don't know exactly how bad that deal was for him, because even though that radio demon is evil, we see like nothing but this guy supporting Charlie. We don't see how bad it is for the owl dude, so it's a bit disingenuous for this guy to be like, hey man, you're being sexually trafficked and forced to star in pornos and your reputation will be ruined forever. And but I'm just like you because I sold my soul to a devil. It's like with Angel selling their soul to this other devil, there is these deep quote unquote metaphors about sex work. But with the other guy, we know nothing about his contract with the radio D. Maybe I'll learn more about that in season 2. But that's my only gripe with Angel Dust. But I think it's very fair to love or hate that character. But oh, Bummer's Notebook. Blah, 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 blah. I hear that Andrew, the scatterbrain from the Stoppuck Inn, is all upset because her fiance Cafe is MIA. That means he's missing IA. Okay. Should we? I feel like we should check up on her. Even if he can't do the quests, maybe we'll just stop by and say hello. Oh, well, she's gonna leave very soon. Oh yeah, we need to put our money in thingy, but let me see. Okay, it opens at 8 AM. So we're not going to be able to see because I believe tomorrow's when they evacuate. But they evacuate at night. But we're going to put in deposit. Okay, we're going to deposit all that because the chest full of money is up there is open. But since I can have gossip, all the other children should. So that's something else we're going to do before I end this episode. But anyway, I got on a side tangent. Oh, what do you have to say? Hey, dude. I heard from my uncle's cousin that in various holes in Termina Field, are rows of 4 stones that change colors when they hear music. Mysterious. Oh! Cool. Okay, I'll have to check that out. The next episode's also going to be a side quest episode. deal with it. Because I just like chatting, and it's a bit easier to do that in a side quest. But my friend Catherine, it's very funny how close we are. Oh shit! Oh crap! I just said the actual whole name, but you know what? If I say the name Cat, you're just gonna guess their name, right? So I didn't give the crap. And my real name's Pius, and I don't really care if people online know my name. So that makes it even. But you can still call me Bubbly. But my friend Kat, it's funny, we became close, but when I moved to the public school where we met, I was in a private school for 7 years, and it was a Muslim private school, so you weren't allowed to talk to people of the opposite gender unless it was your teacher. Or you'd get in like trouble and stuff. And you know, you can say what you will about that, but please don't be disrespectful in the comments. It is just like a religious thing, and yeah. But I do think the school was a little too strict on that rule, because that school was so strict on people like not talking to people of the opposite sex that what it led to is a lot of the boys at the school being like very sexist because they just don't interact with women at all. Where the way I see it with my religion is, although there is this modesty where men and women have to respect each other's modesty, and the reason why some scholars say like you can't be friends with women or whatever is because this idea that you guys might fall into temptation. But the way I see it is there's also things saying that like if you're talking to a woman, if you're not thinking anything sexual about that woman, you're not like objectifying her, you're respecting her, and you're not expecting anything out of her, it is fine to talk to her. But the minute you're talking to someone and you're expecting something sexual out of her or whatever, and you don't have the commitment to actually give her a proper relationship that will end with marriage, you don't talk to them, which I respect. But my thing is, the way I see it, if you're going to preach like this modesty, you also have to preach like how to respect the opposite gender, because the way people learn to treat the opposite gender better is you talk to them, you interact with them. But when a school puts up a rule that's like you can't talk to women, but then don't also teach their kids not to be sexist, it just makes them sexist, which is bad. But I've been raised around women all my life, so thankfully that school didn't taint me for the worse or anything. But when I went to my new school that was public, in my English advanced class, I was the only boy in that class. And since I didn't talk to women that much unless it was like online, my online friend groups, childhood friends, or my mom, I was very shy. And Catherine was the prettiest girl at that school. And she asked me to sit with her. And the way she asked me to sit with her, because I was sitting on the other side of the room, she pointed at me and then did that like come hither hand signal. And I just like, I pointed at myself. I was like, what, who, me? And there was no one around me. So it was really dumb. But, oh, okay, yeah. We already know that. We have to do that after day reset. But, I was like, wow, this really pretty woman wants me to sit next to her, and I felt very shy. So when I sat next to her, I was so awkward. I was barely saying anything, and it was funny. She found it humorous. She was laughing a lot. What do you have to say? Got some kind of prize. Michelle's like, good. Well, we can do the shooting gallery now that we have bow and arrow. But what ended up happening, right? Because she's like very pretty, and I was like scared to talk to her. Like as I got close with her, I ended up developing a crush on her very early on. But what happened is, oh, I didn't grab the deed yet. That's why I'm here. I almost forgot while I was here. I had a crush on her, and I was trying to just get over it because like we were friends, and we still are to this day. So you'll find out how that story ends. But there were some funny things that happened like during that phase of me having a crush on her. Like she in-law zoned me, which I thought was really funny, like in retrospect. And you're probably wondering like what does that even mean? There was one night where we were talking in this group chat, and we were both talking about how in the future we want to have children. And oh, did I grab the tea? Yes, I did. Okay. We were both talking about how we wanted to have children in the future. And she was like, dude, it'd be so cute, like, because I always talked about how I wanted to have a daughter and she wanted to have a son. And she was like, oh, it'd be so cute if in the future, like, your son and my daughter got together. And I was like, what the flip? Like that's like 3 steps worse than being friend-zoned or whatever. But I thought it was really funny. But the thing is, when I eventually confessed to her that I had feelings for her, the next day she called me and we were playing Fortnite. Because when I told her I liked her, it was over text, and then she just did not respond to the message, and then was just like, is it? Oh. Yeah, she just was not responding at all, and I was like, oh god, did I ruin things? And then we were playing Fortnite and we're talking, and she ended up breaking down because she was used to like every other guy that she tried to be friends with. A lot of guys that were friends with her were only friends with her because she's hot, or because they wanted something, or because they had feelings for her. So she was scared that I would stop being her friend because she rejected me. And I was like, dude, Catherine, you're so stupid. Like, I'm not gonna stop being your friend because you rejected me. Because the way I see things is like, the idea of a friend zone is like, people misuse that term so much. Wait. Wait, you're not gonna take my... Do I have to be like normal Link to give him that? Oh, it's a fun system. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, I can give him. But yeah, she was like really worried that I would stop being her friend. And I told her, I was like, no, dude, we're still gonna... Oh, the episode, the time is nearly up, but I'm just gonna keep going until the story's finished, because I think it's an interesting story. But I was like, no, dude, we're still gonna be friends. And to this day, we're still friends. And it's really sweet because she had a hard time in that high school. And I remember one of the things she told me, and this is like top 5, if not the like #1 nicest thing someone's ever said to me, is she basically said to me, she was like, I think talking to you was the best decision I ever made in high school. And that, like, to this day, every time I share this story, I almost cry, my tears of joy, when I reminisce on that, because I think it's like, it's so sweet. But to get back to my point of people like misusing the term, like, whatchamacallit, get back to my point on people misusing the term, friendzone. I think the only time you can truly be friendzoned is if you talk to a girl that, that you weren't already friends with, like you guys barely know each other, like outside of you having a crush on her, and then you tell like, hey, I have a crush on you, and then if she's like, oh, I just see you as a friend, then you could say you've been friendzoned because you guys weren't already friends. She didn't give you a chance, whatever, which is fine. You don't deserve to be given a chance by anyone. It's up to them ultimately. I did not mean to. Still getting used to the controls being correct. How do I unsheath my weapon? There's a way. There we go. The spirit of a charismatic dancer died in Terminal Fields dances there night after night. Oh, okay. Oh, they're telling me stuff that I just already knew, so I guess these are like the ways you're supposed to figure this stuff out, which is really cool. But yeah, that's something we can really be friends with. But what I consider, like, when I told Catherine I liked her and she just said like, oh, that she really just saw me as her best friend, I don't consider that being friends with, because by that point I was friends with her for 3 months, or however many months it was. I didn't become friends with her because I had a crush on her. I became friends with her, and then I caught feels, and we stayed friends because I was like, dude, I'm not gonna just like. Because to me, and like, I get it, right? Sometimes when you have a crush on one of your female friends, or your male friends, or whoever, if you're a boy or girl watching this, or anything in between, you might have a crush on someone, and be really upset that they don't reciprocate. Wait, are they still doing the doggy race? Please tell me out. Okay, we're gonna talk to the dogs to find out which one to bet on. And this will be the last quest we do, because by the time I'm finished with this, I should be done with my story. But I find it really sad when guys And I say guys because this primarily happens with dudes. They'll tell a girl like, hey, I'm in love with you, and then the girl rejects them, and no matter how long they've been friends, like a lot of guys will just stop talking to that girl, and I get it, like, you want to get over your feels. But it just sucks because to that girl, even if your intentions weren't, I'm only friends with them so I could get with them and sleep with them, it looks like to them that if you stop talking to them the moment they reject your romantic advance, it seems like you only wanted them and were only friends with them because you wanted them. And it makes them feel like shit. Unlimited magic powers. Oh, that's cool. Which is just like, that's sad to me. And so I stayed friends with Catherine because I was like, dude, I'm not gonna stop being friends because you don't like me back. That's ridiculous. And that's why I just think it is sad that, like, to throw, because you lose twice if you get rejected and you stop being friends with that person, because you lose, you not only didn't get the girl, you lost the friend, and that's so not worth it to me. Today I should do pretty well. And like, yeah, so me and Catherine to this day are still best friends. I don't think I'll lose. Let's go. Wait for my wife and child. There's no way I'll lose. I feel like I can win. Okay. Today I should do pretty well. What about you? But yeah, so that's like the story behind me and Kat's friendship. Like, we're still friends and we have been for about, it's almost been 5 years. Actually, it will be about 5 years now. So yeah. I guess we talk to her and we'll just choose a thingy. But yeah, so that's me and Kat. And so today, she's coming over so we can watch Hazbin Hotel Season 2. Then after that, we're gonna go eat at my favorite food truck, which is Fried Brothers. I feel like it's this guy or the... Let's put in this guy. Because I was thinking like the guy with the wife and child, but let's see. I'm trying to pick him up, lady! Okay, let's see. Okay. Come on! This is like Uma Musume feels based, chat. Come on. There's no way the dog who's like, my paws feel lighter today. There's no way he's the one that wins. Like, this guy said he's feeling unstoppable, my one, so... Nah, is that the dog with a wife and child that's beating him? There's no way. He doesn't even have a wedding ring on. Like, I don't even think he loves his wife that much. That's why I didn't bet on him, chat. Yep. And there we go! Our dog is just better. Our dog is just better than theirs, You wanna play a game? Yeah. Sure. That was fun. Okay, we'll do one more bet and then I'll close this episode off. What's the time? 42. I keep saying that I want to do 35, but I keep getting into the 40s, but I think that's chill. Leg hurts. Okay, what about you? I feel like it could win, but then again I feel like it could lose. No, get out of the way! I can't take a day off. Okay. Let's bet on the family man. I'm sure this time he'll do him proud. Get triple? Okay. I'm betting every rupee I have. Oh, I can't do 49, so I'm doing 40, almost all my rupees. Come on. Come on, it's for your wife and child. Come on. Oh my god. Nah, he hates his wife. He hates his wife. Wait, no, this guy hates his wife. Dude! This is the type of performance you put up for your wife and child? Are you serious? Are you serious? Wait. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. He's a late soldier. You suck! You suck! Wow! I hope his wife divorces him and she takes the pup. Wait, chat, we can't end on a loss. We can't end on a loss. Wow! So it's only the unstoppable dog that wins, which was a white one. I think it was a white one. So, yeah. Wow, I can't believe the family man lost. He was like, this is for my wife and child, there's no way I can lose. And then he lost. Oh, come on, where's Mr. Unstoppable? Come on, is it you? Okay. I wish they would stay still where you threw them, because it's very easy to forget which one you picked up. Come on, give me something! Oh yeah, I feel unstoppable, I don't think I'll lose. Alright, chat. This is the last time. We're gonna bet all our money. And... Okay. You lose at life. So chat, stay single. Don't let anyone hold you down. Or if you love your wife, I guess you would also win. So that dog just isn't a good husband. And I hope his pup is okay and everything's okay at home. But yeah, that'll be the end for today's episode. I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.